What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and I'm joined again by Haley, and we're continuing our Steven Universe trip of episodes, and this one is Sadie Killer. This was a really good episode. This was more so Sadie development, not as much Steven and Connie development, but it does get mentioned. It is a part of the overall plot. But once again, more life lessons and stuff, and it was a fun time. So what did you think of the episode?
I really liked it. I like Sadie a lot. And it was good to see her kind of change her situation in life a bit. Even though, it's kind of uncertain where it's going to go. And, she's not just dependent on, being with LARS all the time now, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, he can't be with her right now. He's a little occupied.
Just a little bit.
Anyways.
Yeah, so it basically starts off, Steven's explaining how he's starting a band with the cool kids. Sadie's like, that's dope. Steven's like, yeah, you should come by. And we see a bit of the rehearsal, and it was really funny. Buck's one-liners are amazing. His song about doo-doo, butts, and the government was brilliant. Whoever writes Buck's lines deserves a medal. And we actually get a reference to Wake Me Up Inside, because Jenny's like, oh, I'm all down for being deep and waking people up inside. So clearly that was a little nudge to that classic meme. Good memeage in this episode. That's always a good sign. And basically everyone's upset because they don't know what their sound is. And Sadie comes late because she's absolutely swamped with work, doing extra shifts because of LARS being in space and all. And so they decide to show up to her house. And they actually get inspired by her horror movie, The Lurch, which I predicted that it was going to be because Sadie looked like a zombie because she was so tired. But that did not end up happening, and they just kind of freestyle. They actually weren't doing a music video, like they were just kind of there, and the background was mostly there for the audience. So that was pretty good. But Sadie's got bars. She's just popping out these freestyles like it's absolutely nothing. What do you think of her song?
So I really liked the song. It was pretty interesting how it was kind of a combination of what Buck envisioned and also kind of what Jenny envisioned of, having a song that you could play at a concert that's just not a message right up in your face. Thought that was fun. Also kind of like scary looking, I guess, at times. And one thing that I noticed, or some people did notice, is that like when Sadie's kind of eating that donut, when she looks like totally scary, Michael, you did mention earlier that she kind of looked like a zombie. But here it looks like even more so. But also she kind of looks like LARS in that instance, if you've seen the silhouette. Literally how her hair is and just her silhouette in general. I think that's pretty crazy, which is kind of like, both her and LARS are now kind of zombies because she became one kind of because of work, just symbolically, I guess. And LARS is literally a zombie now. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mentioned that when we got the promo. I noticed like that seemed to be sort of parallel to LARS because it's so zombie centric and the undead and all that stuff. And she's also eating a donut, which kind of looks like blood, but it's like almost pinkish, so I don't know if that was intentional or not. Definitely parallel there. I can't wait to see. She seemed to take that news pretty well. I don't know if she knows the full implications of LARS being a zombie. I don't know if she realizes this means he can't age or anything. Yeah. So we'll probably cross that bridge later on. But definitely, she's like I said, she's got bars. It was a nice social commentary. Basically on a dead-end job, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, just a crappy 9-to-5, retail or donut food place or something like that. She's just kind of venting about that because she's sick of it, and she has a creative outlet, and nothing goes wrong. I did predict that something was going to go wrong because she seemed upset, but it was just she was just getting into character, so it wasn't a big deal. But she was really getting into it, much more so than when she was singing about a potluck. She was definitely feeling it. She was getting her inner performance artist, her inner Lady Gaga going on. So that was pretty cool. It was basically the opposite of Beachapalooza because she was actually able to be her own artist and be herself and express herself how she wanted to. Basically, she's like, Steven's trying to get inspiration from her and stuff like that, and he's making lyrics about how he hates his job based off Sadie. Honestly. And Sadie just kind of she reflects at her reflection about how she can't have fun and stuff and do the creative stuff she wants to, and she's stuck working a job she hates that isn't going to get her anywhere, and makes her miserable. So she decides to quit. And that was it. That was the scene where we see her running. I thought it was something much more serious based off the trailer. But she runs. She catches them right before their big gig, the cool kids and Steven. And she stops their car. Luckily, Jenny had to find the directions. And she quits the job. So she's no longer working at the Big Donut. This is a pretty big milestone considering that's where she's been. That's how we've been introduced to her character since the very first episode and even the pilot. So it's pretty insane that she is officially no longer a donut girl. And shout out to Asha Vox from the Round Table who brought this point up in the Discord. And I felt extremely stupid for not thinking of this for a Mayor Dewey review. So we are both very low tier theorists. We are bad at picking things up clearly because this thing is very obvious. So Mayor Dewey mentions in Dewey Wins that we'll just find another donut boy, blah blah blah, and he says that he needs to find a job after he quit being a mayor. So obviously the natural thing is for him to become the new donut boy, and that's going to be his new job. So moving forward, we're probably going to see Sadie just kind of doing her own thing. She'll probably have to find some sort of job, I'd imagine, but maybe not. I have no idea. Maybe the band will take off and they'll start making some pretty good dough from that. That'd be pretty sick. And Mayor Dewey's going to be not Mayor Dewey. He's going to be Donut Dewey. Dewey Donut. So that's what's going to happen.
Maybe Buck will start respecting him.
Yeah, maybe that'd be interesting. Maybe Buck will start working there. I don't know. But he's in the band too, so that probably wouldn't work. So yeah, that's the thing. Mayor Dewey is now not Mayor Dewey. He is working at the Big Donut. Natafwa is going to be mayor. Sadie is not working at the Big Donut. Lars is a zombie in space and also a pirate because reasons. Everything's completely different now, and it all happened within the string of basically just this season. So it's absolutely insane. So that was pretty cool. Love the episode. I've definitely been there working a job I hated and just ended up quitting some situations where I'm just like, this just sucks. This isn't fun. It's not rewarding. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I'm meant for. So I just left. So that happened. Have you had any of those experiences, Haley?
Yeah. My most recent job, I had that. I felt like that, definitely. So I can kind of relate. I'm just kind of worried, like, since Sadie's not going to school, I don't think, or anything, hopefully she does find another job, or her mother will just be like, oh, yeah, you can go with your passions and be a musician. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yep. So the moral there is follow your dreams, kids. Don't stay at a job you hate.
I mean, yeah, it might not always work out, but, in this case it might, so we'll just have to see there.
Yeah, just sometimes you just got to go for it. Sometimes you just got to take the leap and just hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out, and then you have a backup, and then keep pushing for it anyway while you can. So yeah, again, another great moral lesson, good character development, a lot of world changing happening here. And I'm happy for Sadie. And again, another happy ending. So that was great. So yeah, next episode is Kevin Party. That one was my favorite, I think, out of the bunch. So we're going to be reviewing that very soon. But what did you guys think of this episode, Sadie Killer? Do you like that Sadie quits her job? Or do you think Mayor Dewey's going to become a donut boy? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to check us out on Patreon for some dope rewards and all that good stuff. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified when our final Steven Universe review for these string of episodes is gonna come out, because we got Star to do. We got Star to do next week, so we got to get these out the way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Michael Williams, joined by Haley, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.